Okay. Yeah, we're both recording. I am Ross Orpit.
And I am Matt Mendez.
This is a podcast.
Nope. I hate this.
I don't know what to say.
All right. Okay. You can record. I know what I'm going to say.
I'm recording.
You're recording? Okay.
Yep.
Welcome to EMS Cast. I'm Matt Mendez.
And I'm Ross Orpit.
Ross, we started a podcast.
Yeah, why do we do that?
I think we did it to make people better paramedics than we were when we were paramedics.
I'd concur with that.
To give you guys a little bit of background, like I said, my name is Matt. I am currently an emergency medicine physician. I'm a former high school dropout, and then I went to paramedic school, fell in love with emergency medicine, ultimately through a very circuitous route, went to medical school, and then residency in emergency medicine.
Yeah, I am also an emergency medicine physician. I skated through in high school, went to paramedic school, fell in love with the art of medicine, and decided to go a little further and go to medical school, and now I'm working in the emergency department.
Ross, we live in Denver. We both managed to trick the best emergency medicine residency in the world to let us train at their hospital, Denver General Hospital. And then we also got super lucky where we got to be around some of the best paramedics in the world at the Denver Health Paramedic Service.
Yeah, I feel like we've learned just about as much from them as maybe hopefully they have from us.
Yeah, I found having a good paramedic present in the emergency department, bringing me sick patients, a huge inspiration for this podcast.
Oh, it makes all the difference when you get that handoff from a really skilled and experienced paramedic compared to one that maybe hasn't had as much training or spent as much time gaining that knowledge.
Yeah, so I think that brings us to why we started the podcast. Why did we start the podcast, Ross?
Yeah, I think, when I graduated paramedic school, I had such a yearning to learn more. And then I found that paramedic continuing education books were so superficial, so boring, and I learned literally nothing from them. So, what I did and a lot of my friends did is we started listening to doctor podcasts. Problem with doctor podcasts is they're so over our head and so much fluff there that we didn't need to know about lab tests and patients getting admitted to the hospital and what they did 2 weeks into their hospital stay. And so kind of my goal with this podcast is to be able to take paramedic school a step further, allow you to be interested and engaged in this podcast and learn a little more.
Yeah, paramedic school goes so fast and it is hard. And don't let anybody fool you that it's not. It is still one of the hardest things I've done, even with all the other things I've put myself through. And then when you get to the field, no one's ready. Even in the best of field training programs, it's really hard to be ready. And I felt that when I was in the emergency department bringing in patients, I felt so dumb all the time. And I could just tell that I was not that good at the job and I didn't know how to get better. And so I think it's really important that we help everyone out there because every community deserves A+ top-notch paramedics.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's a lot out there right now catering to that kind of feeling that you're feeling and that I felt and that I feel like so many other paramedics are out there feeling. And so hopefully this podcast can, teach you a thing here and there and also provide you with a lot of resources on different materials that will help you learn a lot more.
And I just want to say, if you feel that way, that means you're going to be good at it.
Yeah, definitely.
So we have some episodes coming out soon.
Yeah, what is this thing going to look like, Matt?
Well, we are going to try to get experts, both doctors, paramedics, respiratory therapists, any type of expert we can find who's willing to come talk to us to tell us about their field in a very pre-hospital friendly way, in a very digestible and attention-friendly way. In other words, for people with ADD.
Exactly. I think the goal for this podcast is to bring you short episodes with really salient teaching points. Eventually, I think we would like to start combining segments. We have multiple segments in a single release, but for now, we're going to bring you kind of quick hitting, short 30-minute episodes that really hit and highlight the high points and the kind of next level physiology that you need to learn.
Our goal will probably be early on one episode per month with hopefully some bonuses sprinkled in here and there. And then as we ramp up, we'll eventually hit that long-term goal of multiple segment episodes every month. So with that said, we hope that you enjoy the first few episodes we put out. Each episode will get better. The quality will get better. The content will get better. My ability to talk will probably not get better, but I think
our editing will get better, so it'll sound better.
I think as we figure it out and move along, you'll really start to enjoy what we put out.
Yeah, my goal with this podcast is to just suck a little less each time.
Yeah, that's my goal generally every day. So with that said, I think we want to hear from you. Our email addresses are open to all of you. They're really simple. Mine's going to be matt@emspodcast.com.
And mine's going to be ross@emspodcast.com.
You can send us heckles, but what you should send us also is requests for content, requests for episodes, interview ideas, what you want to learn about, what you feel like you suck at, and we will happily chase it down and talk about it and try to get it into a 20-ish minute episode.
And as we release each episode, let us know what you love, let us know what you hate, let us know what you never want to hear again.
With the caveat that you can't say that you never want to hear me again.
Yeah, I'll do what I can, but I think he's kind of stuck and here to stay.
All right. That's all I got, Ross. You have anything else?
I think that's it. Super excited to get this thing going.
Yeah, let's do it.